Some of you might recognise this as the Black Mountains, the north side. I've just finished a 20-minute test, which didn't go very well. Hence why you shouldn't really do 20-minute tests in November, because the air is so cold, you're wearing so many layers, your body just won't function the same as, you know, if you did it in a warmer conditions. The last time I did a 20-minute test was actually a week before Canada, and that was like my best ever 20-minute power at 380 watts. I was around about 60 kilos. It's the same today, I'm 60 kilos, but today I did 360 or 361. So as you can tell, it's a power drop off of like around about 20 watts. A few things, like I went off way too hard. It's really important to pace power tests, like otherwise you'd just be paying the price in the last 10 minutes. Well, like from 10 minutes I was basically you know, on the rev limiter. So you've got to pace yourself. I was going off at 380 and I was kind of, I didn't really know, like, this is why I've come out to test today, and I'm glad that I have. I didn't really know what I was capable of doing because of the hill climbs in the last month or so. Like, I haven't worked on, you know, my threshold as such since like May, maybe. Like May was the last time I worked on my threshold. So to only lose 20 watts in that time is pretty good. And you may be thinking that the hill climbs might have helped a little bit, but you know, they're only good for like actual event specific. So like for me, doing the doing Haytor, doing Porlock, you know, they're 13 minutes. So you're still not really, you know, the tumble, that's 11 minutes, 12 minutes. You're still not really going, you know, for me, I can ride those at VO2 max, I can ride 400 watts. And that's again event specific. So you know, you're not working that other energy system, you're not working that threshold. And yeah, this was just a test today to see like what the hill climb season had done for my fitness overall, because obviously like I said, my 40-minute fitness is very good. My 3-minute, my 5-minute, all those are really good just because of the hill climbs. But it's just, you know, just not working that system for a few months. At least now I've got a positive reinforcement there that, you know, only losing 20 watts off of that is not so bad. And being it's November the 1st and I'm able to do 360 watts, you know, weight is like irrelevant at this moment in time. I could be 58 kilos, I could be 66 kilos. But the one thing that interests me is how my fitness changes over different training scenarios, over different training periods. I'm sure this interests you as well. That's probably why you're watching, and thank you for watching. But yeah, you know, I mean, this is kind of the last effort I'm going to do this year. Well, this season. I'm looking at being savvy with my off season, and kind of like, it'll be interesting to see what my threshold will be when we come back, because obviously my off season is going to be a little bit different this year. Usually I can see like a 50 watt drop off sometimes. It comes back fairly quick, but yeah, I'll just be interested to see what will happen. You know, when I take a bit of time off and I come back, you know, where it'll be then. We'll retest. We'll try and pick a day that's not as cold, or rather we will pick a day that's cold because we want to keep the scenarios the same. But riding out here is really good. Like, it's an hour and a half ride to get here, so it's a good warm up. Probably a bit more than it should be. So yeah, I mean, that's it. That is the season cap there. That puts the icing on the cake to know where I am. 361 watts is the exact figure. So we'll take that, we'll run with it, and we'll come back in a few months' time. The videos will still keep going, but we'll come back in a few months' time to test and see where we're at.